Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's the deal with today's video. You know how in one of my first videos that I posted, I shared my craft desk and how I set everything up. I built all of these storage shelves and I organized everything for you. And some of you guys in the comments mentioned that this calyx unit would be really good laying down on the back of my desk here. And I was like, that would be a good idea, but I really like the way it's set up. I don't want to have to redo it all again. Well, today, my friends, those of you who suggested that idea are getting your wish because that is what we're doing. That's right, it's just a few months later and I am already redoing my craft space. So I'm going to get started in cleaning off this desk and emptying everything, and then we're gonna get right into moving things around. Let's get started. Okay, so I pulled the Alex drawers that were against this wall here and realized that I had two legs on this side. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm moving the calyx to the back, I'm gonna take these legs out and then put them along the back to just give it some extra support. It should be fine with the legs that are there, but I have these, so I might as well use them. And since I'm taking all of the weight off of the side of this desk, I don't need them here. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I've got my shelves up here and I've got these built. So now I'm going to go ahead and start trying to put stuff back in how it's gonna work for me. I'm a little worried about this up here being too tall, but I think it'll be okay. The other thing that I lost putting this up here was the IKEA piece that had the 2 drawers. I really liked using that, and so I'm gonna try to find some other place to put it in this space. But yeah, so I did lose that, but I think that this is gonna work nicely. I like that everything's in front of me. I really liked how everything was set up before, and I don't feel like it was a bad setup. I just have gotten to a place where I wasn't really crafting, I wasn't doing a lot, and so I feel like changing up my craft space is a really good way to kind of shake things up and get me more interested in crafting again. So if you are in a jam yourself, that is a good tip. If you are able to go in and kind of reorganize stuff or shift some things around, it's a good way to get you excited about your hobby again. All right, so it is a new day and I am going to just finish up getting all of this stuff sorted and put where it needs to go. The way that I'm kind of putting stuff away is kind of the same as my last video that I did. And I just kind of play around with stuff until it feels right to me. So you'll see me moving things around a lot, changing their position. And it's just me kind of putting something in a place and seeing if it works in that spot, if it's gonna be easy for me to grab. I like to step back from the space and look at it and see if it's going to work for the way that I use the space and create. So one thing that I'm going to do first is I got this pan organizer or like cookie shielder, something. It's some sort of kitchen organizer and it didn't work in my cabinet. So I'm gonna put all of my paper trimmers in this. Okay, that works pretty perfectly. And all I have left is this little trimmer, and I think I'll just keep it in one of my drawers close by, and then that way I'll have quick access to it for smaller pieces. Okay, so first of all, I apologize because the window's behind me and the light is all blown out. But the next section that I'm doing is this right here. So we have this area here where it has my like photo printer and my silhouette. But what I want to do is I had the IKEA drawers on top of my desk and they don't really work with this current orientation. So what I think I'm gonna do is I wanna put the drawers here. I'm gonna move my silhouette out of the way because I don't use it very often, so I can just pull it out when I need it. And I can put like some of these containers over on that section as well. And then I'll still have a place to house like my photo printer and things like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this section. Let's go ahead and clear it out and just start putting things in and see how they work. All right, so here's a quick overview, like a big look at the whole space. The drawers didn't move around. The tabletops are all the same place. All that moved around was just what's on top of them. So yeah, everything's like right in front of me with crafting. There's a few things over here. That's kind of like what I get into maybe a little less often. I don't need it all the time, but it's in a perfect spot there. So yeah, here's the whole space and let's take a closer look. All right, so over here in this first section, I went ahead, I put this IKEA piece here. I don't believe they sell this exact one anymore. It's a different design now, but it was the IKEA Alex, or it's part of the IKEA Alex series. And I really like that it has this middle part that's open. So it allows me to like tuck stuff underneath there. And then on top, have my photo printer. And then this little container from IKEA has my Ivy. And then like another one of these cartridges and just things like that. And then this container from scrapbook.com holds all of my extra 3x5 cards and then a couple of 4x6 cards back there. And then some old Kelly Perky TN papers that I haven't used yet. And then just like some specialty things like this little envelope and this wooden piece and these like library cards, things like that. And then this set of drawers holds all of my stickers that I got in kits and have kind of used the kit and just filing the stickers away. So these are the drawers. I got them on Amazon. A lot of crafters have them. I will link them below if I can find them. And so I've got letters here, labels there. I won't go through all the drawers. I did that in my last video. I did add these two drawers so I could have more space. But yeah, this holds all my stickers and they're all separated by type. And then in this drawer here, it has like just some extra stuff, twine and things like that, some photo corners back there, my small alpha stamps that I got from Michael's, and then just some like extra ink pads that don't fit with the rest of my inks. These drawers all stayed the same. So this is where my printer is. You can kind of see it's like kind of tilting in. I need to fix it. But my whole tutorial on doing this is in my last video, and I'll link that down below as well. But nothing changed in here, so we don't need to go through that. All right, and then moving over here in this little friends like key holder, I just have my Cricut tools and some rulers that actually had holes. I could hang them from a hook. And then on my desk, I've got pens and my scissors, so they're easy to access. And then I've just got a little dish here for rings, so that way I don't accidentally get ink or glue or anything on my rings when I'm crafting. And then going up to the very top, I've got this container. I think I got it from Amazon, but it's like it holds 12 by 12 size papers. This one has all of my Christmas stuff in it. I have 3 other boxes that I'm gonna bring in here. I just haven't done that yet. But that'll hold all of my like seasonal things that I obviously don't need to have out all the time. Over here, we have the paper cutter section. So this came in really handy to hold all of my paper cutters. It works perfectly. Up here, I just have this bin that has like some more recent TNs that I've gotten, some kits, just as kind of an inbox sort of thing. This little tin has my colored pencils. And then over here is kind of my planner section. I don't plan using these stickers very often anymore, but I haven't been able to bring myself to get rid of them yet. So they have a space here, and I'll keep them here until I don't have a space for them. Over here, I have some of my friends' pops. So I've got 6 more. I've got the original set that didn't fit here. So those will have to go somewhere else. And they just came out with a new set that I have to get, but these are the ones that I was able to fit out here for now. And then I've got this bin here. This has basically a year's worth of paper person kits because I didn't craft for a really long time. So I've just been kind of digging into this as I need product. The next bin over has my 3x4 stamps. Is that right? Yeah, my 3x4 stamp. I had the space, so I went ahead and got an extra bin, so that way I'm already prepared for when this section grows, because this is the most common size to come in the Studio Calico kits. So I figured it made sense to just have another bin ready to go for those. Over here is my 6x8s, and this one like close to my heart stamp set that I have, but this one holds on my 6x8s. I have a feeling that I'm gonna outgrow this bin really soon, and I'm gonna have to figure out something then. But for now, this works. Down here, I've got a couple random craft bins. This has just some like memorabilia in it. And then this bin has my beads for making friendship bracelets. This next cube is for my 4x6 stamps. Again, I got an extra bin since I had the space, so that way it's ready for me when I grow into it. This bin is already almost full, so it's nice knowing that I already have a space for once this one gets full to move into. The next cube over is pretty much my color cube. So this has all of my inks so far. I need to get the close to my heart storage things for the inks, so that way it's easier to get them in and out. But for right now, this is just fine. And then all of my markers and things live underneath that. On the side here, I've just got like a sample of the inks as well as some extra pens. And then this section is one of my favorites. So this keeps all of my in progress projects. Now, in progress is anything from I worked on it a couple days ago to I started it like a year ago. So this is everything that I've been working on that I haven't finished. And I just found these adhesive knobs on Amazon. I actually saw another crafter use these, and I don't remember her YouTube channel to link it, but you can find these on Amazon. And they work perfectly for these little trays. And so I have them in this divider from IKEA. And it works perfectly because then I just pull out, want to work on this project, pull that out and put it on the desk. This one is my favorite thing that I've put into this space so far. It works so great. Down here is all of my Project Life albums. These two are empty. This one is from like 2019, I think. And this is my December daily from 2019. And then here is my washi cube. So I've got the 4 sets of drawers from Amazon that everyone has their washi in. I really like this. I recently just organized everything by color and it just looks so much nicer on my desk. So I've been trying to use more of these because, again, this is another product that I have the space for right now. I don't need this cube for anything else, and I'm not ready to give them up yet. So yeah, I really like this cube a lot. Next over is some more kits. So this is Studio Calico. There's some Documenter kits as well as some TN kits in here, and I'm trying to work my way through these as well. What's nice is that when I do get through this, then I have a cube free for other stuff. And you know, same with the paper person stuff as well. Behind the scissors and the pens, I've got all of my paper. So this is all of the paper that I have. I haven't been buying more because I want to work through what I've got. So I just have like loose papers back here, loose 12 by 12s back here. And then I've got my 12 by 12 paper pads. And then I've got 6 by 8 and 6 by 6 paper pads. And then I've got loose like 8.5 by 11s here, just like a color pack that I bought, which I don't really know why I bought it, but it's here now. So I'm trying to use some of it. I also give some of it to my friend who's a teacher. So that's kind of how I work through this stuff. All right, so I moved down below my desk where I keep my silhouette now. I don't use the silhouette as much as I used to, so having it tucked away works. I think the cats have been playing with the cables, so I need to find another place for those now that we have cats. It works really well to have this down here. This is a new addition to my craft room, this cardboard box that the cats have now claimed as their favorite toy. So that'll be staying down there for, I don't know, who knows how long. And then this is a new addition. It's this plastic drawer. I did have one over on this side, but it kept falling off for some reason. And it ended up, I didn't need it right now anyways. So I'm just sticking with this one for now. And then if I do need the second one, then I can just attach it with screws. But this works really well for my tools or my smaller tools and, you know, tape runners and things like that. It's kind of the perfect place for this stuff. All right, and I'm gonna go through these Alex drawers pretty quickly. I went through them in my first video that I did for my craft space, but I have switched some things around, so I'll go ahead and show you the changes that I made. In this first drawer, I just have stamping things. So I've got my absorber here, like the current one that I'm using, and then I've got extras back here. I've got my stamping blocks and my date stamp, and then back there I have my embossing stuff that I don't use it very often, but I pull it out when I wanna do something a little more fun. And then in here, this drawer hasn't changed, it's just ink and photos. This drawer has changed. This is all of my embellishments. So I got these 4x6 photo boxes to put all of my like embellishment packs in. Some of them are stickers. I need to label these as well, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. This is some Feed Your Craft things that I printed on clear sticker paper. So I just kind of like grouped stuff from certain packs that I've gotten. In the back there, I've got some extra bags. And then in here is kind of just like loose embellishments that were like smaller categories that didn't need a full box. So I put them in these little trays that I got from the thrift store. They work perfectly. And then I've got these envelopes here that just have some stuff like this has labels. This has some hearts. This was a really big embellishment pack from Paper Person Shop. It was the game kit, so I put those in an envelope. So I just have these on the side here for just like extra things that I have. And then going down to this one, this is my painting drawer. Not really in my paper crafting or memory keeping, but mostly in like home projects. So I have my paint container here, all of my brushes, and then I've got glitter back there. And that's about it. I have some wooden stamps that I got like a long time ago. I think they're like Pete the Cat or something. I don't know. I don't even use those. I don't know why I have them, but they're back there. And then down at the very bottom is my laminator. Hello, this is our new kitty. This is Schmidt. He is one of two. We've got two brothers now. All right, so now the last set of drawers. This first one is tools. So I've got my tiny attacher, my hole punch. I've got a circle cutter back there. I've got my rings hole punch, my long arm stapler, corner rounder, all the things, my little tiny trimmer. So these are all the tools that I use. Well, these three right here are the tools I use most often, and this one as well. And these are just kind of like extra tools that I have when I need them. Ugh. These drawers are really hard to open now. I don't know why. I think it's because this is the oldest set of Alex drawers that I have. So these are all of my adhesives. So I've got extra tape runners. I've got my hot glue gun. I've got extra random adhesives back here. I've got just some like basic tape for gift wrapping and stuff. And then I've got my foam dots there. This drawer has my paper scraps. I have them into like loose categories, like cool tones, warm tones, specialty paper, things like that. This drawer is thickers and stickers. So I don't really know why I added the answer. Oh, because I keep my Tim Holtz word stickers in here. I was using them, so they're not in here, but I keep my Tim Holtz in here. There's some other random projects back here, but it's mostly like thickers. I got all of these from Hiba like a long time ago, so I've just kind of been working my way through them. This is like my absolute favorite, so it lives on top. But I use these. I use these pretty often. I just got like a ton of them from her because she didn't use them, and I asked her for them, and she sent them to me. So there's a big old stack. It's almost the entire height of the drawer. So yeah, I'm just working my way through those. And then the last drawer here is not labeled because it's kind of random right now. I've got some TN papers back there that I made. I've got some binding things there. I've got a book that I'm going to turn into a little scrapbook. I've got my Taylor Swift little pocketbook that I made. And then I've got a bunch of like TNs, some that I made, actually most that I made. These are all ones that I put together myself. And then ones that I've purchased that I need to get through. I've got some other like books that, like this one I got at the Ren Fair, I think. And I need to figure out what I want to do with it. So it's just kind of like a random drawer right now that I keep stuff in. And yeah, that's that. All right, so that's the whole space completed, everything in its place, and I am absolutely loving it. I have crafted more in the past week or so than I really have the entire year that we've lived here. So it's really been functional for me and has helped me a lot in getting back into my hobby, which I don't post a lot of crafting videos on this channel. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll see if it's something that I can do. But I do stream on Twitch. I have crafty streams on there, and I show a lot of my craft projects on Instagram. So I'll have those linked below if you want to follow me in either of those two places to see the stuff that I craft with all of my things that you have now seen in this tour. But I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you have found some organization tips for your space. If you missed my original craft room makeover video, you can check it out. I'll leave that linked below as well. And you can see we built this whole space. It was custom made by me and my parents. We put the whole thing together and I organized the whole space. And I went into a little bit more detail on how I organize my supplies in that video if you want to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.